Hey guys, it's MarshmallowGirl. Welcome back to Black Mirror 2. Alright, let's see if we can find Darren's missing mother. Let's also see if he can stop hating Europeans.
Most of the year, an open-top car is a bad idea around here. With that kind of weather, Biddeford should make the raincoat a national uniform.
Yeah, I never liked convertibles. I'm not a car person in the first place, but I like being cold. I don't like being hot. So convertibles never appealed to me. Like, I don't want hot, muggy air in my face.
Garbage, and I have no particular interest in it. How nice. Oh, not a particularly pleasant smell. It's a trash can from the diner. There'll be plenty of leftovers in there. Oh, how nice.
Okay.
The diner's run by Mr. and Mrs. Biber. It's not a bad joint. It's done up like a 1950s diner. Yeah, well, at least how we imagine the 50s were.
You realize that this is 1990. The 50s would have only been 40 years ago. There would have been there'd be plenty of people still alive who remember what the 50s were like. They could tell you if this was an accurate depiction of the 1950s or not. Plus, we still have photos and video from the time. The 1950s weren't thousands of years ago, bro. Oh, town hall.
I find a lot of the buildings here in the center really big and swanky for such a small town. Especially the town hall. The city must have had money in the past. Perhaps on the back of successful whale hunting. Or maybe they did what we did in Boston in the 19th century. Made money out of selling ice. New England ice was shipped all over the world before we had refrigerators.
Well, that just fascinating. This whole game was just a history lesson in the New England area. Great.
He's sick. That disgusting pig.
What's going on?
Your lovely boss. Does he always try to grope his customers?
No, only the women.
That's not funny.
No, of course not. What can I say? Fuller's an asshole.
Well, he's never going to see me again. Would you bring the photos to Hunter?
Of course. My pleasure.
Thanks, Dad. That's really nice of you. I'm staying at the Wild Coast, room number 5.
No problem.
Why is her
You'll have
voice
him this
so
afternoon.
low?
Thanks, my hero. See you later.
It's weird. It's almost like the voice actress was turning away from the mic like halfway through each sentence. Oh, sucker! Oh, I can't do anything.
Huh. That's the guy from the diner. Is he following Angelina?
Hey, you're gonna gawk her ass right off. Whatever the bitch said, it's all a dirty pack of lies.
Sure.
Back to work. Hey, you got the package?
Yep.
Well then, give it to me.
How'd the photo shoot go?
Ah, shut up.
I only mean the young lady who...
That alley cat's gone, okay? No little goodbye kissy for little Darren. So now, get to work. The shelves here could use with the dusting and the gutters leaking. And you still gotta take my mama's dogs for a walk. Go back to the post office again and ask if the new photo paper's already arrived. The mailman still hasn't brought a collection note. And the store could also do with a good sweeping.
He's cranky. I guess Angelina did a number on his ego. Nice job. Okay then. Before I start with all that stuff, I'd better give Mom a quick call and remind her she was gonna take the pictures to the hospital. And somehow I've got to get a hold of the film so I can make some prints of Angelina's pictures without Fuller catching me doing it.
Well, we already Oh, that's a tripping hazard. We already know that the other package has arrived because we couldn't get it from Julie? Is that her name? I can't remember. The lady who was working at the post office. We already know it's there. We just couldn't get it without the collection slip. So how we're gonna get that, I don't know. Oh, I remember what I was gonna. That's right. Oh, this is like an accordion door. Okay, that's because see, at first I thought this was just the door. I was like, how is this gonna reach? I mean, it still doesn't really look like it's gonna reach. I really want them to close the door because I just want to see how that reaches.
I think Fuller took his mother on a world tour a few years back. Might be a kind of souvenir. Nothing stands out. Perhaps this little angular hole on the clock face. Is that how you wind it up? Hey, there's a small opening. I could easily fit my finger in there.
And that's how you lose a finger.
Let's see. It seems to be a mechanism to wind it up. Behind it is a little button. I can't wind the clock up, but I can push this button. Nothing stands out. Nothing stands out. I think I'll leave the...
Yeah, I don't really want to have to deal with that again either. That was kind of annoying. It was cute at first, but it just went on for too long. We had to call our mother, figure out why she stood up the doctor. Nice butt, dude.
Huh. Seems like she's on the phone.
What the hell are you doing using my phone? While you're on the clock? I'm gonna take it out of your...
Yeah, whatever. Look, I just wanted to call my mother, but it was busy. It's not gonna make you go bust.
That broad spends the whole day on the phone, right? She already called up once while I was shooting that sweet... Some drivel about Adrian in a mirror. I hung up. I got better things to do than listen to that kind of crap.
My mother called, and you didn't tell me?
The old lady's not all there in the head anymore, huh?
Wow,
Where
what
you
a
going?
dick.
You're not on your own time yet.
Mom?
Oh!
Mom! Mom!
Yeah, call the ambulance.
Okay, think, Darren. I need an ambulance. Emergency? Yes. My name is Darren Michaels. I've just found my mother. She's unconscious.
I was gonna explore the rest of the shop.
Take it to the hospital, but take it real easy. I'll be following in my car in a minute.
How does it look?
Difficult to say, Darren.
I'm only a medical professional.
She stumbled, and now she's got a serious head injury. Exactly how bad it is, we can only find that out in the hospital.
But how can she fall so badly that she...
It's not the time for that now. Was your mother taking any kind of medication?
I don't know. She always has a load of painkillers for her back. No idea.
Please, collect anything that looks like medication and bring it back to me in the hospital. What about allergies?
Not that I know about.
That's not good enough. Could you find out the family doctor's number? Perhaps get a hold of her medical records.
Yeah, I'll go look. I'll see you in the hospital.
Very good. Oh yeah, and we need your mother's insurance card.
That too? Okay, please, can you hurry?
Look, he's gotta have his priorities in order.
Oh man. Medication, insurance card, med history. I better hurry.
Saving her life isn't worth it if we don't have that insurance card.
No, I haven't got the number from Mom's old family doctor. I can't even remember his name, to be honest. Dr. Weck, Mick, something. If I read his name, then it'll come straight back to me.
The number? Oh, there we go. I was trying to get out of that awkward. If you need help in the game, then you can activate this in the option menu. And I'm good right now.
There are pictures of me and Mom in the cabinet. I can't see any pictures of my father here. Mom hasn't got many of him. I guess the memory of his death is too painful for her. When I was a child, I always wanted to know who my father was. Mom told me about him and finally showed me some pictures. That was the only time I've ever seen pictures of him.
I wonder if he's really dead.
Mom watched whales with this telescope. This is a whale region. The whales swim past here twice a year on their route between Mexico and Canada. A nice one. Quite classical. And it looks quite expensive for Mom's taste. You can swivel the telescope on the tripod, and hey, there's a compass attached to the top to show the direction you're looking. A nice one. A nice one. A nice one. When I was a kid, we used to always argue about how long I was allowed to watch TV. I used to be able to sit in front of that thing for hours. Now you couldn't get wild horses to drag me in front of one. I can count myself lucky the damn thing didn't completely frazzle my brain. It looks like Mom was having a cup of tea while reading, before she fell over.
Before she's... What? Wasn't she over here?
The cup is still half full. Why did she stand up and go over there? Maybe the phone rang? Maybe she got some bad news and fainted. That doesn't seem like her at all.
The better question is, why does your mom have this many wine glasses? That she doesn't need that many. She's one person. She lives here by herself most of the time. Maybe your mom's alcoholism is what took her down.
That's Mom's medicine dispenser. There's a box for every day of the week. She always used to joke about it. She said that because of her back, she consumed more pills a day than a whole old folks' home. But she never took as much as she was actually prescribed. She always maintained that she'd just forgotten to. The old home doctor then gave her the dispenser at some point. I always found it rather stupid not to take your medicine, preferring to suffer in agony.
Maybe it was a choice she made to save money because she was an only parent. So maybe she took less than she was supposed to so she could keep the pills around longer.
That's gotta be most of the medication. But maybe she's got more somewhere else. I should check. Mom's handbag. All her papers must be in there.
Yeah, but you gotta get a look.
Alright, I found the insurance card. There's nothing else of interest in there. And I can earn my own money.
Well, it'd be kind of a dick move to steal money from your mom while she's lying in a hospital bed.
Mom's into music. That's one thing we have in common. Though our tastes are a little diverse. Mom's Beethoven doesn't mix that well with Nirvana or Pearl Jam.
Dude, you're so edgy.
Mom's into music.
The world will never understand you.
My mother keeps her pots and pans and that kind of stuff in these cupboards.
Why are we looking at through the
A
pot?
few pots, shallow bowl, plates, a tray. I'll take the bowl.
Okay. Well, glad I randomly clicked on that.
That's where Mom indulged herself. We had an ancient wood-burning stove at home that she used to cook on. She always said it reminded her of her time as a cook back in England.
Oh, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and guess that's the family relation to the
If I switch the stove
Gordons.
on, then it's definitely not going to do the empty kettle much good. Mom would never forgive me. Being a cook, she was always very fussy about those things. If I switch the
Okay. Am I supposed to be making a glass of tea? Yeah, I can interact with the sink, so I guess I'm making some tea for myself.
Oh my god, there really is running water here. I never would have thought it.
What? What kind of... what? What the hell kind of reaction was
Kettle's
that?
full.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I had to sneeze.
The water will start to boil and steam. As I'm not much of a tea drinker, boiling water isn't much use to me.
Oh, maybe once the mom comes back home, then it'll be something I'm supposed to do. Okay, let's go. Guess let's go to the bedroom. If he's staying with her, shouldn't there be 2 bedrooms?
My mother's old bureau. That's where she keeps her letters and financial papers and such. I don't fancy poking around in there just now. My mother's old bureau. My mother's old bureau. It's a beautiful lamp. Pity it doesn't work. Perhaps the bulb's gone.
Yeah, it looks like it from here. Oh, I'm glad we discovered that the bulb was gone. I'm very concerned about that.
A plant on the windowsill. No idea what kind it is.
It's clearly pot. It says pot plant. She's clearly going weed
Looks
here.
like there's something under the flower pot.
Oh. Well, that was surprisingly useful.
It's a little brass key.
Now it's my little brass key.
Mom likes thrillers and horror stories. Mainly old stuff. Edgar Allan Poe, like. Perhaps it has something to do with her time in England. She's often told me that she worked in a castle. That could well have come straight out of one of these books.
Okay.
I think the furniture's still from her time in England. Quite old-fashioned, but stylish somehow. What do we got here? Handkerchiefs, a glasses case, an art magazine, a few Valerian draggies. Nothing I could use.
What? What? What is a Valerian draggy? I don't have my phone with me. What? Don't say Valerian draggy and then just gloss over it like that's not the weirdest shit you could have said was in there. I have no idea what that is. I'm very concerned.
My mother's address book. I ought to find her doctor's number in there. Let's see. It won't open. It's got a leather strap running from the back to the front cover. Yes! And that's got the address book open.
Why is it locked? Who locks an address book?
Now then, what was that doctor called? Dr. Wakefield. That's him. And here's his number. I just hope he's still got my mother's old medical records.
Well, if she's only been here for a few months, then yeah. I'm pretty sure there's laws around how long they have to keep a person's medical records for, right? Well, that's kind of a terrible place to have this.
A bedside table lamp with a paper shade and a ceramic base, cream colored.
Let me just make sure. Okay. Got that, I got that. Out the window.
We've already just had a few days of warm, sunny weather back to back. It's supposed to get worse tomorrow.
Yay, New
Mom's
England?
bathroom. Like her old place, nothing special. We weren't poor, but my mother was always modest. And by the looks of it, so is this place.
I remember this. For anyone who didn't see my first playthrough, this is from the first game. This is actually where Sam meets his half cousin or whatever the hell he was, and he tries to kill him, and he like
Lighthouse.
immediately forgives him.
Underneath's a sign with Willow Creek written on it. Perhaps it's from the place in England where she lived. She first came to the US in her early 30s, after the accident.
So yeah, she must be related to the Gordons somehow. Why would you want to keep a painting of that? That's just horribly upsetting.
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake. Huh. Back at uni, I usually don't eat anything in the morning.
By choice or
I had a
necessity?
shower here this morning. I ate some of it for her. Aha, some medicines. Boxes, little bottles, tubes. I'll take it all with me.
Wow. You're just gonna... I mean, I know men's pockets are bigger than women's, but
That's it. I found all the medication.
I don't think walking around with a bunch of glass in your pockets is a good idea, bro.
I ate some.
Okay. Is that everything? I already grabbed all the meds.
Toothpaste, face cream. No other medication in here.
Okay, so let's leave back to the living room. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be a second bedroom. Where is he staying then? Is he sleeping on the couch? Maybe, yeah, maybe he's staying. Maybe he's sleeping on the couch or something then.
Hopefully the number's still okay. Dr. Wakefield. 555.
Dr. Wakefield's practice?
My name's Darren Michaels. I have to speak to the doctor. It's an emergency.
One moment, please.
Well, you could just talk to the receptionist.
Wakefield speaking.
They would have access to the records.
Hello, Dr. Wakefield. This is Darren Michaels.
Darren, is there something wrong with your mother? Mandy said...
Yes, she's been taken to the hospital. She's fallen over and taken a knock to the head. She's not responsive.
My God.
The hospital needs her medical history. Do you still have it?
Yes, we must still have it here.
Can you fax it over to the hospital?
Yes, of course. Hopefully nothing's happened to her back.
Wouldn't the support corset protect her?
Not necessarily. The corset supports her spine when she's standing up or sitting, but her back has been so badly affected since the accident that a fall can have repercussions.
I don't think I want to know. I'll just go down to the hospital and find out there.
Do that. I'll have the records sent to Biddeford. I hope your mother gets well soon.
Yeah, me too.
Give her my best wishes as soon as she's awake.
I'll do that. See you later, Doc. Well, that's done. Dr. Wakefield has always cared well for Mom. With that back of hers, she could barely stand, sit, or lie down without causing her pain. And then she has the burns as well.
Yep.
And now this.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. My suspicion is currently that she is Sam's dead wife. I suspect she jumped out of a window and that's what hurt her back. That would be my guess. That's what's going down here. Is that everything?
That has to be all my mom's medication. Using my mother's insurance card. The hospital wants it, because it's not enough just being sick.
The insurance card doesn't... What? That's not... The insurance card doesn't allow you access to the hospital. It just... Okay, that's really weird. Now, of all the things you could have said about that... Why not be upset that the doctor insisted that you find it before finding out if your mother's gonna live or die? Did I get her? Okay. I have the insurance. They're faxing over. Can I leave? Because I'm sure it'll tell me if I got everything. Okay, I must have everything. Oh, I'm glad I took time to put a jacket on. Wait, wasn't I wearing a jacket? But a different one? Am I losing my mind? Was that the same jacket I just somehow it didn't connect in my brain?
Hello, I'd like to see my mom, Rebecca Michaels.
One moment. Your mother is still being examined. Have you got the medication with you?
Yes, here. Oh, and I've also got the insurance stuff. When can I...
Ah, thank you. I will tell Dr. Newhouse. Please take a seat for a moment. I will let you know when you can go in and see your mother.
Can't imagine this place is terribly busy if it's really a small town. Okay, yeah, I still can't do anything. This would be anxiety inducing. This is horrible. I mean, I would not want this. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Michaels?
Yes?
There is a problem with your mother's insurance card. It looks like she didn't make the last payment.
I don't know anything about that. And I really don't give a damn.
Obviously, it's a little unpleasant, but the insurance...
Look, I don't give a damn about the insurance. What's happening with my mom? How long is this thing gonna take?
I'm sure you'll be able to see her soon. But if we can't clear up this thing with the insurance, then we've got a problem here. You'll have to...
Whoa, that's one hell of a ringer.
Okay, doctor. You can see your mother now. The room at the end on the right. Mr. Michaels? I can't help it if your mother hasn't paid, or if the bank hasn't made the transfer, or if the medical insurance won't cover the treatment. Here, take the card with you and sort it out. In the end, your mother will be back on her feet, but she won't have a roof over her head anymore.
What a dick thing to say.
Thanks.
Why would she say that to him?
How is she?
Not good, I'm afraid. The wounds to her head are quite severe. She must have fallen against the table with all her weight behind her.
Is she going to...
One should never give up hope. But your mother's in a coma, Daryl. I'm sorry, but it's rather uncommon for someone to wake from a deep coma. Perhaps if she'd been discovered earlier, and there wouldn't have been so much bleeding in her skull.
You're saying that if I'd gone to her straight after our talk, then she wouldn't be here now? Lying in a coma?
But my boy, you couldn't possibly have known.
Yeah, how could I have known? Fuller.
Sorry?
Fuller! She phoned the photo store. She wanted to speak to me, and Fuller just hung up on her.
Wait, no, that's completely...
She was conscious and wanted help, but Fuller...
Darren, get a grip. It was an accident. No one's to blame, and you should just...
Just what? Simply sit here at the bedside and hope that she gets better? I can't barely believe that.
Darren! You must...
Thanks for your help.
We'll look after your mother round the clock, Darren. You're welcome to stay here. I'll pop in again later.
I'm not gonna stay here. I still have things to sort out. That fat bastard's gonna pay for this.
Might want to sort out the thing with the insurance. That's actually quite important. Also, if she's in a deep coma, like you said, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like wouldn't she be on like a respirator? Do people in comas breathe on their own? I mean, she's not brain dead, so maybe she's fine just to lay here like this, but I feel like she should have a...
It seems to... She looks so weak. My mom always had a fighting spirit, and all this just because she tripped. Probably rushing around again, doing someone or other a favor. And then that stupid cupboard. Oh, and Fuller. If he even... I'm gonna squeeze him dry for this.
He doesn't think it's weird that she just fell with her full force? Because it kind of seems more like someone may have pushed her.
There's a stethoscope. Presumably someone from the clinic forgot it when washing their hands. Doc Newhouse has definitely still got his.
Can I take it? I can't. Well, my stethoscope now.
I'll take it with me. They ought to be able to rustle up another one here. A set of scales. Maybe for overweight patients? They certainly look a bit more solid than the ones you have in your bathroom at home. I'd better leave the scales here. What would I do with scales?
Scale at doctor's offices are always much sturdier than what they're like high quality. They're always sturdier than the ones you get at home.
Typical hospital chic.
Well, my mom's in a coma, so it's my job to go rummaging through all the drawers.
There's a little medicine bottle lying here. Perhaps it belonged to the patient who was here before my mother. Laxativa. A powerful laxative. Huh. Sounds useful.
I guess he's gonna get his money's worth for this.
The monitor shows my mother's vital signs. Pulse, breathing, etc. No idea if the values are positive. The monitor shows
Okay.
That doesn't belong to my mom. Maybe it's from the person who was in here before her. I guess I should have packed a case like that for my mother too.
Why? She's in a coma. Unless she wakes up, she's not gonna need anything. Even if she does wake up, it's you're gonna have time before you have to pack a bag like that.
No, I can't
Hey.
tell you that. You can talk to her son if you like. He's just... There he is.
Hey! Hey! You!
I'm gonna yell at you, but I'm gonna casually stroll out of here.
What the hell?
Why does it look like there's broken glass over here? Hey, nurse, unhelpful. What's up?
Perhaps an administrator as well. They could well be one and the same nowadays. The way things look, it seems that healing the patients is a kind of secondary activity. Hi,
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves. You can simply drop it by with the certificate if you like. Then I'll see to it.
Mm-hmm. Thanks. Are you from around here?
You could say that. I grew up here.
Then you surely must be able to tell me some exciting stories about the place.
Ah, well, not really all that much happens here. You know, a young woman killed herself a couple of years back. She jumped into the ocean, and they had to call in extra divers to help search for her. They didn't save her, though. They never even found the body.
Then how do you know she's
Apart from
dead?
that, there's never really much happening here.
You mean Carrie? Did you know her?
Yes, we used to go to aerobics together.
Any idea why she killed herself?
We'd all like to know the answer to that one. She was always so happy. We used to have lots of laughs together. But then, she changed. She also stopped coming to the sports events, and I lost touch with her. I had no idea she was having such a hard time with herself.
Thanks for the info. This Dr. Newhouse, what's he like?
Oh, he's very charming. A really nice guy. He isn't from around here. He came to Biddeford a couple of years back. But he's really settled and got on well, and...
Yeah, nice story. I wanted to know if he was a competent doctor.
Oh yes, of course. He used to run a huge hospital in Atlanta. He's apparently rather overqualified to be working in a little place like Biddeford. But I think he enjoys the small town life. Your mother is in good hands.
Good, expensive hands.
What did that guy want?
He was asking about your mother.
What did he want to know?
He wanted to know if
If she made it?
Yes. But I told him we're not allowed to give out patient information. He ought to speak to you.
I don't know the guy, but he's gone out of his way to avoid me twice already. You know who he is?
I'm sorry, no. But he's got an accent. I think he's British. But with something else, too.
Listen, I don't want that guy anywhere near my mother. You understand?
Of course.
What do you think? You reckon my mom's gonna be okay?
Oh, you never can know. But for sure, there are people who come out of comas after much worse accidents than your mother's.
And folks who die from much less serious accidents.
You mustn't give up hope. Pray for your mother.
Statistically speaking, that has no effect whatsoever. I'll save my time.
So you'd rather stand here and bitch? Dude, pray. Pray for your... We know for a fact that your mother's religious. It's very obvious that she's some sort of Christian. She had crosses hanging up in her house. Just pray for her. You can't... How can you... You can't put miracles into a statistic. It's not how that works. You pray for a miracle and... Oh. Dude, so disrespectful.
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a look through your mother's bank transfers. If she's transferred the money, then it's up to the bank and the insurance company to slug it out between themselves. You can simply drop.
Okay, so I guess I'm done here.
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
I know.
I don't want to just sit here and wait for some news. I can drop by at any time and ask how she's doing. Perhaps there are medical records or bills in the cupboard. Forms, transfers. Making people well again is just an aside.
Alright, guess I'm heading out. What would I call?
coin-op telephone. It says out of order. If I was needing some small change, then I might take a closer look at it. But not right now.
Okay. I've never heard anyone call it a coin-op telephone. We just call it a payphone. Before I leave. Oh, I guess I'll go to the police station.
That's the entrance to the police station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities.
Oh, well, never mind. I guess I'm not going there. Guess I'm going back to Mother's house. This is a cute little town, though.
Mom's into music. Mom's into music.
Okay.
I don't have to call right now.
Oh, maybe in her bureau there'll be the transfer.
There's no choice. I can't believe I've got to scrabble around in my mother's private things so the damn insurance company doesn't let her die. I mean, what are they gonna do if I can't find any proof that my mother transferred that money? Throw her out of the door in her bed? Alright, come on, Darren.
Ooh, a puzzle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fast forward through this. This is gonna take me a minute. Finally.
Pencils. Run-of-the-mill pencils. A packet of cigarettes. Is Mom a secret smoker? Oh, there's just playing cards in it. I'd have been surprised.
Well, I mean, usually after you're caught in a horrible fire, the first thing you do is take up smoking. You know, just some more smoke inhalation's real good for you.
I'll leave that here. Huh. A little wooden box. I've never seen it before. Ah, there's Mom's transfer book. That's what I was looking for. I'll take both.
For someone who feels uncomfortable snooping through your mom's things, you sure seem like you're comfortable snooping through your mom's things, bro. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything. Alrighty, just the leaf. Okay.
The little wooden box I found in my mother's bedroom. It's quite hefty, seems to be solid wood. It won't open. There are some kind of symbols on the lid, but I can't even begin to work out what they are. The little wooden... There's some kind of...
It's 4 symbols. It would not take that long to force that lock open. Okay, so now do I have to take these bank transfers back to the...
I don't have to call ring.
Back to the hospital? Yay, fast travel.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
About all this insurance garbage.
Best to have a... You can see...
Oh,
Thanks very much for the information.
No problem.
maybe I need to,
I don't know about all this kind of stuff. Let's see. I reckon that these are my mom's account transactions. This is the rent, and here's 18 bucks, 45 to the phone company. Aha, and here's the transfer to the insurance company. That's from last month, so she has paid. Those guys need to kick up the butt. What's this? A letter?
why'd you keep a letter in
Dear Rebecca, I have received your letter and am pleased that you're well. Of course, I will furthermore send you the full amount. Your suggestion is well intended, and I wouldn't have expected anything else from you. But there's absolutely no question about your receiving any less, even if he has now left home. You have done a wonderful job, and it's now time that you did something for yourself. Enjoy your life in Maine. With love, C.
Who the hell's C? Because if I'm going off the assumption that this is in fact Sam's supposedly deceased wife, which is the only assumption I have right now that makes any sense, because she's the only person that we know for a fact would have burns. It would also make sense for her to have a back injury if she jumped from, this 3rd or 4th story of a freaking castle, however high up she was. She's also British, and we know that somehow this guy's got to be connected to the Gordons, because we know a curse follows the Gordons. So who the hell is C? Because we had the brother Robert, or the cousin Robert, or whatever he was. We had Victoria, William. There was the 2 out in Wales whose names I don't recall, but I don't see why she'd be talking to them. There was the butler, but I don't see why she'd be talking to him either.
Strange. The full amount. Even if he's out of the house now? What's that all about? Here's my mom receiving a fat payment from... a $1,500 transfer from a bank in England. BCW Bank, Willow Creek Branch. Willow Creek? That name's familiar. Mom used to live in England, but was it in this Willow Creek? And who is the C character? And why is he sending her money? Here it is again. And there. She seems to get the same amount every month. Seems to be practically her only source of income. I don't get it. She always told me she got a monthly injury compensation payment from insurance of the guy who caused the crash, which also killed my father. I definitely wasn't supposed to see that. Suppose it didn't really matter to me either. It's just that... It's just not like my mother to keep secrets from me.
Oh, buddy, I get the feeling she's keeping a whole hell of a lot of
Ask
secrets.
her why she's lied to me as soon as she gets better.
Well, they said even if he's out of the house, my assumption would be, so someone in the family knows that Rebecca is still alive and knows that she has a son. She has a Gordon son. And they're sending her, like, child support, I suppose, would be the best way to put that. I don't know. Although, why anybody in the family would want to keep Rebecca's being alive a secret from Sam is beyond me. At least for now.
My mom told me how she feared having to spend the rest of her life in a thing like this, even long after the car crash. Her back was seriously injured, and no one could tell her if she would ever walk again. Miraculously, I was left unhurt by our car crash. My mom was in hospital for months. My father died at the scene of the accident. I was about 3 years old back then. I can't remember the accident, nor my father.
Well, it doesn't sound as though Samuel knew he had a son. So if we're assuming she was pregnant at the time of the accident, I mean, who has memories from back when they're 2 or 3, right? It is plausible. Interesting. Very interesting. Guess we're not gonna talk to Dude Bro here.
A few glossies and a health magazine. Oh well. I'll take the fashion magazine here. Oh, and the auto magazine.
You're just gonna take this hospital for all it's worth. Now I have a bunch of crap, but no idea what to do with, like, literally any of it. Oh, that's right, I gotta tell her about the bank transfers.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What?
I have my mother's bank transfers here. She's already paid for the damn insurance.
I was thinking the same thing myself. You know, the insurance company has made a boo-boo. Can I have them? Don't worry, I'll get on it.
So that will be the end of it then?
Yes, I'll clear it all up with them.
Good.
Your mom's in a coma, and this hospital visit could put her out of house and home, but the insurance just made a boo-boo. What a condescending way to refer to that. Oh my god, what a dick. You're a terrible nurse. You're just mean. Oh my god. Why would you say it like that? Oh my... The insurance made a boo-boo. I want to go to here, because I want to go kick Fuller's ass. Hey, Fuller!
Whoa, that can't be right. It's the guy from the hospital with Fuller. Who is that guy? And what's he got to do with Fuller? Now to listen in. I can still get Fuller at talking to afterwards.
Well, let's go to the back because that window's not open, or that window's open and doesn't shut all the way. So let's see if we can get. Let's listen in through there.
Perhaps I can somehow unhook the lock through the window.
Oh, I didn't realize it was locked. Use this. Okay. I'm guessing that's the "no, you're an idiot" sound. Well, what if we use it on our... There it is. Okay, so that was correct.
Not exactly a fishing rod, but maybe I can catch something else with it.
Okay. Oh, do I need to use it with the actual pivoting windows?
That should work. I've just got to be really quiet. If the handle hits against the door, they're both sure to hear it.
I like how they didn't even bother trying to animate anything in there. Just him grasping at air.
Didn't notice anything. The door is open again. I can go in. I just hope it doesn't squeak.
Yeah, Angelina. That might have been it. I wrote down the surname as well. For another $10, I might even remember where I put the note.
Not necessary. I know her surname. And your assistant, what about him?
Whoa.
What assist? Oh, you mean Darren? That's my errand boy. He works here in the semester holidays.
A good errand boy is worth a lot. What do you know about him?
Why are you interested in him? You want to poach him from me? No problemo. For $100, I'll even write his notice straight away. What the hell? We'll say 50.
Not interested. Do you know him well?
What's with all the questions? His mother came in and asked if he could work here for a few weeks. He's a pussy! One of the
Whoa.
eternally afflicted. Oh, I feel so bad and the world is so unfair and it all makes no sense. Boo-hoo.
So you don't know him?
And I've got no
That was close.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't hear or see you walking past the window.
They're both heading for the exit, and I'm none the wiser. Who is this guy following then? Me? Or Angelina?
Maybe he's
Why?
filming both.
I'm gonna ask Angelina about the man. She's British, and that guy's got a British accent. You never know, perhaps she knows him. But first, I've got unfinished business with Fuller.
Huh, they're both British. They clearly must know each other. That's funny.
What have we got here? The US, Hawaii, something illegible, and Europe. Fuller's smeared half of it with his filthy paws. What have we got here? The US? What have we got in the
Okay,
US?
so nothing interesting.
A greasy map of the world. My World Tour is written next to it. A few places are marked. The USA around Utah, Arizona. Then over to Hawaii. Afterwards comes North Africa, possibly Egypt. Then China, and then Europe. Looks like somewhere in Germany.
Possibly Egypt? He clearly has it marked in Egypt.
A greasy map, the USA. A used up, chewed up ballpoint pen.
Gross. Oh, apparently we're taking it.
He definitely doesn't need it anymore. And if he does, well, even better.
You really do take after your father, you know that, right?
Should I go through Fuller's garbage? Well, that would mean going through the whole house. I don't think so. Nothing in the whole damn world would make me want to open this door. You've just got to have a look around here to get the impression of what it looks like in there. No.
Okay.
The fatso lives on coffee and burritos. That ought to make for an early death. Fulla ate a microwave burrito with, chili chocolate turkey filling yesterday. I didn't even know that kind of thing exists. But it does.
Disgusting.
A very old-fashioned safe. There's a logo on it. M.T. Schultz, Pittsburgh. Looks at least 100 years old. I find it hard to believe that Fuller hides anything of worth in there. He's more the paranoid type that wants to protect his telephone bill from prying eyes.
Well, knowing what we know about Fuller, it's probably got some pretty messed up stuff in there we don't want to know about.
It's locked. But I've seen how they open these things in those old classic gangster movies.
Good thing I happen to have a stethoscope. Perfect.
Perhaps I could even crack the safe. But at the moment, I don't have a good reason to put my life on the line for it. I don't know what Fuller would do if he caught me.
I don't know. Put you in a coma too, I guess? Oh, he's not here.
Hey, where's the big jellyfish?
Oh, well, let's go. Let's try. I gotta get the prints for Angelina.
That's a photo enlarger. You put the developed film in the top and then lay a sheet of photo paper on the table below. The picture is projected onto the sheet and so exposes the paper at the same time.
Neat.
The dish for the water bath. After the picture becomes visible in the developer bath, the development process is stopped in the water bath. The undeveloped film is placed in this container. Then the developer fluid is added, and after a short while, the film is developed. A flat dish about A3 size. If you're making photo prints in it, you have to have diluted developer in it. A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case I want to throw anything away.
Okay, do that, bro.
An old, rather battered locker. Water and all sorts of other liquids have splashed on its door and left their mark. A bottle of distilled water. I'll take that with me.
Of course you will. Maybe the prints are in here then.
Huh. Looks like Fuller's taking the film out of the camera. But I wanted to give that fat bastard a piece of my mind first. Where the hell is he?
Oh, secret door.
What the hell? A secret door hidden behind the photo backdrops.
Knockity knock knock. Hello.
What the hell are you doing here, boy?
Keep your hands off, Fuller. Because of you, my mother's in a coma.
What have I got to do with your mother? Out! Out of my basement! Go on, get out of here!
You should have told me that she called. It was obvious that something was wrong. I swear I'm gonna...
You threatening me? You? Threatening me?
If she doesn't wake up, I am gonna...
Out! Get out of here already! You're fired! Out! Out! Out!
You better pray she doesn't die. That's the only thing that'll save your fat ass.
Get out of here! If I ever catch you here again, you'll end up next to your mother.
You're gonna regret this,
You'll
Fuller.
never do anything, you pussy! You haven't got the balls! You haven't got the guts! You got nothing!
I'll think of something. I'll get him back. That man's gonna pay, you just wait. But I still need to film with Angelina's pictures on his camera. I could use his darkroom to develop the film and make the prints. If he's not gonna pay me, and then I'll do as a partial payment. Now all I have to do is somehow get him out of the store.
That's creepy. The fact that he wants to have Angelina's photos as like a partial payment, creepy. Well, let's see.
The grill is very heavy and rusted.
Tap run button again. Maybe something's going on over here now. Oh, someone
Guy in
new.
uniform. Seems to be a security guard. Someone who guards over other people's money for money. The pinnacle of our society.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't want to speak to him. If I felt like some casual conversation, I'd watch a talk show.
What? I still have this bread with me too, which is really weird.
Sorry, Mrs. Biber? Can you tell me anything about Carrie? She's supposed to have killed herself?
Yeah, Carrie. She was a really sweet girl. Always ready to help, always friendly. She wanted to open a kindergarten here. There's not much in the way of childcare around here. Parents have to take their kids for miles to find a place. She was such a lovely girl. She still had her whole life in front of her.
I saw a photo of her in Fuller's shop window. She was really pretty.
I don't know. Poor thing.
How do you mean?
It's not important. Too late anyway.
I no longer work for Fuller.
Good for you.
I don't know what's going on between you and Fuller, but I've got nothing to do with it. Mind if I ask you a few things?
If it's not gonna take too long.
Oh, okay. And that's the end of our conversation. The beginning of a beautiful love story. I asked her if I could ask her some questions. She said if it didn't take too long. And then she just walked away. Okay, so this is house. Oh, she doesn't know I work for... Oh. Wait, I don't know you. Never mind. She doesn't know I no longer work for Fuller. Maybe I could still get the...
Huh. The bimbo reads fashion magazines. Why is she doing that here?
Well, I think she's friend... Rosie. That's her name, right? I think she's friends with Rosie.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh, it's you, the hoodlum from this morning.
Yeah, well, I was in a rush. An important job to do.
No reason to be impolite.
Of course not.
Oh, okay. That was a great conversation. Glad we talked.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Along with all the tourist stuff in the mail, you're the local travel agent too, aren't you? Have you got anything about a place called Willow Creek in England?
Of course we do. Take a look back there on the flyers.
Why, Willow Creek? That was the place from the original, right? There wasn't much there. Why would you have a place? What?
Is that a girlfriend of yours?
Yeah, one of my best ones.
Does she sit about in this store the whole day?
Excuse me? I wouldn't know what that would have to do with you.
I just mean, has she got a job or not?
She doesn't need one. Actually, her husband has plenty of dough. And even if he didn't, then she could easily earn good money working as a photo model.
As a photo model, huh? That could maybe help me out some.
Oh, really?
Nothing. It's okay. What can you tell me about Dr. Newhouse?
The Newhouses? Well, they came here a few years back. He was a big cheese in Boston. Miss Newhouse has brought a good bit of style to this little town. I know her. My girlfriend Betty is her best friend.
Really? She gossips as much, too?
We don't gossip, okay? You really want to know all this stuff?
Why are you getting shitty with her for gossiping when that's literally what you're relying on right now is gossip?
Does Fuller often get packages delivered here?
Yeah, a few times a month.
Why doesn't he have the packages delivered to his store?
He does, but when he's not there, the mailman delivers them here and then Fuller picks them up for himself.
Do you know what was inside the package that I picked up a little while back?
How should I?
Huh. You know the Bibas?
From the diner? Sure I do.
What can you tell me about them?
I don't gossip, but her marriage ain't exactly the best.
Really?
Yeah, she's apparently very nice, a little jaded and stressed out. Can't ever forget her work. But him, he's an asshole. Been boozing for 2 or 3 years and is a bit free with his fists.
Oh, shit.
Why doesn't she leave him then?
No idea. She's real dependent on him. The diner belongs to the both of them. And besides, where would she go? Nobody would take her.
What? She has no friends or family that would take her in if she wanted to leave her abusive husband?
The other package for Fuller. There must be photo paper in it.
Could well be.
Well, can I have it?
Sure. Note, please.
The collection note? Yes, I don't have one.
Then you'll have to ask your boss for it. Nothing goes out of here without a collection note. You got me?
But he doesn't have
Thanks.
it. But
Yeah,
Fuller
yeah.
himself said he didn't have the collection note, so...
Now I wonder, there might be a mention of this Willow Creek place in these travel guides.
Why? That's such a random location.
Really? Willow Creek pops up in the index. Page 42, section Horror, Hauntings, and History. Let's see.
Okay.
There it is. Only a small box. Willow Creek on the trail of the killer. Willow Creek on the trail of a killer. Fans of the macabre will certainly get their money's worth in Willow Creek, for in this sleepy little English town is where you can wander in the footsteps of Samuel Gordon, the Worcestershire Ripper, the scion of one of England's oldest families. The Gordon's castle lies close to the town, but is unfortunately not open for guided tours. Murdered 5 people in 1981. Among these was Victor Valley, who was just 12 years old. The Willow Creek Museum awaits the horror-friendly visitor with a permanent display relating to the murders, as well as guided tours from April through to October. Charming little town. And from this horror resort is where my mom gets her monthly payments. Wonderful.
That's not true. He didn't kill 5 people. We know for a fact he didn't kill William. So, what the hell? He didn't kill William. Stop that. Stop acting like he killed him. He did not kill him. He would not have had time to come there and kill him. Ugh. Well, alrighty then. I think we've made some pretty damn good progress today. Honestly, Mother in the Coma was not what I was expecting, but that's what we got. Now we got some weird dude trying to track us down, and my guess would be it's just he's just working on behalf of the Gordon family. Because as far as we know, Darren is the only direct descendant. At least from this particular house of the Gordons. So I don't know about the other ones, because we only met, I mean, they mentioned there's multiple, but we only met the one, the older couple out in Wales. So I don't know. It's certainly shaping up to be quite interesting, and I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.